The detective almost missed it. It wasn't a scream. It wasn't a threat. It was just a voice in the background. Faint, calm, easy to ignore. The recording had already been reviewed dozens of times. Every word analyzed. Every second documented. It was supposed to be routine. But something about that background voice didn't belong. It was only there for a moment. A few quiet words. Then silence. At first, no one paid attention. The main speaker was the focus. The timeline was clear. The story made sense. Too much sense. Because the voice in the background wasn't reacting. It wasn't surprised. It wasn't confused. It sounded comfortable, familiar. The detective replayed the audio again and again. Each time, the voice became harder to ignore. It wasn't just background noise. It was someone present, someone close, someone who wasn't supposed to be there. That's when everything changed. Investigators checked the suspect's original statement. They claimed they were alone, completely alone. No one else nearby, no witnesses, no visitors. But the recording told a different story. There was another person in the room, and they hadn't been mentioned once. The question was simple. Why? Why hide a voice that seemed so calm, so natural? Unless revealing it would change everything. Investigators enhanced the audio, cleaned the static, isolated the sound, and when they finally heard it clearly, they froze. Because the voice wasn't a stranger. It wasn't random. It was someone directly connected to the suspect. Someone who had denied being there. Someone who had already spoken to investigators and never mentioned it. The entire timeline collapsed in seconds. One quiet voice exposed a loud lie. The suspect wasn't alone. They were never alone. And that meant the truth had been hiding in plain sight, buried behind a sound no one thought mattered. All along, the answer wasn't in what was said. It was in what was almost unheard. If that detective hadn't listened one more time, the truth might have stayed hidden forever. So next time, listen carefully. Because sometimes, the quietest voice tells the biggest secret. If this story made you think, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more true crime stories that reveal how the smallest details can change everything.